Hello everyone, this is Sherlog and welcome to FTL's Faster Than Light, or Faster Than Light. It's either FTL or Faster Than Light. Alright, regardless, this game is a space exploration game, and it actually oddly reminds me of a board game called, what's it called? It's called Space Alert. Yes, look it up. It's on Board Game Geeks. It's called Space Alert. This game actually reminds me a little bit of this board game, and it's really a fantastic game. It's a space exploration game, and I'm not going to go too much into explaining it. We're just going to jump in and start playing. Now, I have played a little bit. Unfortunately, my saved ships are not available because I played those on a different computer than the one I'm playing on right now. So here we are, we're on the ship garage screen, and what you're looking at is a variety of different things here, but we're going to go ahead and name our stuff here. We're going to call the ship the Sherlogia, and just like my No Moria stuff, and we're going to name our characters here. There's nothing particularly special about these characters, unfortunately, because of the style of ship. This is a human ship, and humans don't really have any special properties to them. Here's our weapons off to the bottom left and bottom right here. And so let's go ahead and rename our characters. Now, I'm a huge Star Trek fan, so excuse me if I get a little nerdy with you guys here. We're going to go with Captain Picard. He's going to be my pilot. He'll be up in the captain's position here. Then we'll have Geordi, and I think I've been spelling it wrong. I'm not sure if it's the G or an O or a J. I think it's with a J, so we're just going to do Geordi. He's going to be my engineer or my shields guy. And then we'll have Lieutenant Worf. So let's rename this guy to Lieutenant Worf, the Klingon ambassador, awesome dude. And okay, so I hope you guys pardon me. We're gonna play it on easy. The reason we're gonna play on easy is because we're trying to unlock ships. We're trying to make progression in the game. Normal to me is something that you're gonna want to do when you get a little bit when you play it a little bit more, because you get more points for playing on normal. My highest score was on normal, but when I unlocked the ships, it was on easy. Does that make sense? So we're going for progression, so we're gonna go for easy right now. There's a type A, type B, and there's like you can hide the rooms and stuff on the layout. It's all neat. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, the data you carry is vital for the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey to make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebels' fleet can catch up. Tip: auto-fire. Auto-fire will let the weapon maintain its target. Just keep an eye out on your missiles. We never worry about auto-fire. Okay, so here we are. We're on the ship screen here. We have, this is at the bottom left corner, we have our power. The power is positioned throughout the things that we need it. Right now we have it on our life support, oxygen, our engines has one power to it, and our shields. And of course each little has its own little perks, so if we increase our power of our engines, we'll be able to evade a little bit more. But let's go ahead and get our characters positioned here. Let's see, Geordi or Lieutenant Worf, let's get you to the weapons bay. You're going to be my offenses. We're going to take this off of pause now. You'll see my characters going off to the weapons there, and that's important. So then we're going to take Geordi. Geordi, we need you over to shields. Please head over there, please. And Captain Picard, you're going to stay there at position where you are. So let's go ahead and start the jump and explore a little bit. Okay, we have a store into the next sector that we could jump. We're not going to jump there yet. We're going to go just explore a little bit here because we don't really have anything we want to buy with only the small amount of money that we have right now. Okay, you arrive at a quiet spaceport and immediately hailed by another ship. A port with a once-in-a-lifetime deal. If we give them 9, they'll give us 9 fuel for 2 missiles. That is a good deal, so I'm going to take that trade. Okay, we're going to jump into the next area. Let's head down south here. See what we can find over here. And another jump. Okay, here we go. You detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. Now, we could avoid the conflict, but this is a scout. Scouts are really weak, so let's go ahead and attack it. Intervene the outpost. So, okay, detecting the higher threat, the automated ship moves into engage your ship. We're going to go ahead and hit continue, and we're going to pause. Now, immediately it cloaked. That's not cool. I wasn't expecting cloaking. So what we're going to do is we're going to power up our weapons. We're going to power up our burst laser here, and we're going to power up, that's all we're going to power up actually, and we're going to increase our invasion by increasing our power of our engine. So if you look at the top here, if I get rid of that, you'll see that my evasion is only 10%, but if I increase the power of the engines, it goes up to 15%. So we're going to go with a burst laser, and we're going to have our evasion go up a little bit. Now that we have Lieutenant Worf in the engine bay, you'll notice if we go to, or not the engine, but the weapons bay, you'll notice that at the bottom left corner here, where it has the same icon as the weapon, you'll see a little icon above that where it has like a little bit of a person's head there. That's to let you know that someone is occupying that and that you get little perks for it. In this case, our burst laser will recharge faster. Okay, so the ship's cloaking device has to be recharged every so often. He fired at me, and it wasn't too bad, but he did take a little bit of damage there. So we're gonna wait till that blurt. Okay, we're gonna fire at his weapons bay. Okay, we just disabled his weapons bay. The next attack, we're gonna put it on his cloaking. We want to keep him from getting cloaked again. Cloaking allows him. You see that he is actually taking damage at the top left, but cloaking allows him to hide like that while he repairs and refuels and does whatever he wants to do. Very easy attack. Took him out, no problem. Of course, this would be a little bit harder on normal difficulty, but not bad. So we got 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 12 scrap. And then because we saved that outpost, they actually gave us 2 fuel, 1 drone part, and 18 scrap. Very nice. Scrap is at the top here. We can use scrap to upgrade our equipment, to upgrade our reactors, but we can also use it to buy stuff at the store. So let's continue. Okay, so we have a distress up here. Let's go to the distress, see what's out there. Okay, the game is immediately paused, and we find a ship that's just like our ship. Once you arrive at the location, distressed civilian ship hails you. Thanks for responding to our beacon. Our FTL navigation has gone haywire, and we can't plot the course to the nearest depot and get it fixed. Can you lead us there? Sure, we'll lead them there. So they're going to put a little quest marker, and they gave us 14 scrap for helping them. So let's see. Where's the quest marker? Quest marker is all the way at the top position there. So let's go ahead and start flying out that way. And we are now escorting them, even though you don't see them. You arrive near a damaged and a depleted space station. It appears to be abandoned, but you detect a faint life signatures on board. Board the station looks for survivors. All around you is stench of death and decay. The life sign reading must have been a malfunction because you really doubt anything could have be alive here. You quickly return to the ship, but we got 10 scrap, so not bad. Let's go ahead and upgrade our ship a little bit here. I enjoy having good shields. To me, shields are kind of like the most important thing. So we're going to go ahead and increase our power, and we're going to increase our shields by 1, and we're going to need 30 scrap to get it to be to the next upgrade. So that's okay. So let's go ahead and jump to the next sector. Well, let's just fly over here. And it's an asteroid. This is scary. Oh, and that is a very powerful space vessel that could be attacking me. A pirate ship is lying in the wake of the asteroid field. It immediately moves into attack. Okay, this style of pirate ship is a very powerful pirate ship, especially in like the 3rd sector, 4th and 5th, no, actually 6th and 7th sector. This is not too bad though. I think we should be able to take this out no problem. We're gonna get those life support systems are good. Everything's good. Oh, a missile just barely missed me. I managed to take out his weapon systems, and look here, you're considerably more well armed than we would have thought. We surrender. And if we accept their surrender, they're going to give us 3 fuel, 4 missiles, and 13 scrap. That is actually a really good offer, because if we end up destroying them, we won't get the missiles or the fuel, most likely. We'll just get extra scrap. So we're going to go ahead and accept that. Now here's the problem. We're in an asteroid field. We're waiting for our FTL drive, our faster than light drive, to boost up so that we can get out of here. Unfortunately, while we're waiting, we're kind of just sitting here taking hits from these asteroids. Oh god, asteroids! Oh, now we can jump out of here. Let's get to that quest. We're out of here. Alright, what's up? Okay, we made it here. Shortly after you arrive, the ship we were escorting jumps nearby. They thank you for your help and offer you a reward. They give me 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 31 scrap. But I had to waste a lot of fuel to do that. At the top here, you'll see our fuel, our missiles, and our drones. Drones, I don't have any drones, and to get a drone, I'm going to need to have a drone bay where I can build them, which I do not have. Okay, well, here you can see on the left, the pirates are on their way over to us, so we need to quickly get over to that exit. So let's quickly jump down. We're going to head down to the bottom part of there, and a ship hails you. Good sir, it seems you are having a trouble with the rebels. I'd like to help you, but I can't afford the upkeep required for this hunk of junk I'm flying. Maybe we can come to an agreement. Well, hire the mercenaries to delay the rebels. That's going to cost me 22 scrap, but it'll give me the opportunity to explore this area a little bit. So let's do that. Yeah, let's try it out. So we're going to pay them off, and we're actually going to upgrade our shields by 1. And they're going to be basically keeping these rebels at bay a little bit while we explore just a little bit more and see if we can't find a little bit more in this sector before we jump into a more difficult sector. You jump into an unremarkable system. No life signs detected within scanning range. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's jump this way. Okay, Scan show remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship. The ship hostilely messages you, stay out of this or you'll be next. Concentrate fire on, and we're going to attack the pirate ship. You asked for it. They pull from the planet and move into engage. Okay, we're going to pause the game. We're going to look at our systems and which one we're going to use. We're going to activate our shields to give ourselves an increase in our shield there. We have Jordy who is manning the shields right now. Because he's manning the shields will actually, they will regenerate faster. So we're going to target our fire on the weapon system. That is what I like to take out in the beginning, early on. This burst laser shoots 3 lasers. So the first laser hits the shield. The second laser gets through the shield. And then the third laser, second and third laser will actually hit. So no problem right there. Now let's take out the shields. Actually, let's take out the engine so he can't escape. Sometimes they try to run away. These scouts are relatively fast too. Okay, looks like they don't want to fight. They are trying to escape. Good luck trying to escape because we just took out your engine there. Now he's going to offer me 3 missiles, 1 drone part, and 13 scrap. I'm going to take it because we're going to use a lot of missiles in these next future sectors. That has been my experience, and we need to quickly get out of here. So let's jump back over here where we've been before. We did lose a little fuel going back like that, unfortunately. That is the price you pay. Hopefully he was able to keep those rebels at bay just a little bit longer. And we're into another asteroid field. You'll see at the top right there where it says danger. You arrive in the asteroid belt to discover that the rebel automated scout has been stationed here. Prepare to fight. So we're not even given the option at this point. So let's take out those weapon systems ASAP. The asteroid just broke their shields, which is really nice. Broke their shields a little bit, but the asteroids are also breaking our shields. Ooh, okay. Oh wow, not a single laser made it to his weapons bay. That's going to be another time that I have to recharge my lasers as they're slowly recharging. Let's hurry up and get that next system out there. Fire, fire, fire. Okay, we took out the weapon systems, so now all we have to worry about in our shields is the asteroids. So let's go ahead and take out his shields. No, let's take out his engines, because his shields are already naturally weakened. This way he can't escape. Now we're going to take out his pilot to keep him from... Or no, let's take out his shields. Take out the shield first. I was going to say, if you take out the pilot, you can actually prevent some of the evasion. But that's not a big deal. I knew the next shot was pretty much going to kill him anyways. And we got 1 fuel, 1 drone part, 21 scrap. That's not bad. Waiting for our FTL drive to engage. We are getting out of here, making it to the exit. We made it in time, so let's get to the next sector here. You arrive at the long-range beacon. With the FTL drive is charged, you can jump into the next sector. Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners made it discover useful materials while they wait for the FTL drive to recharge. So we can explore the asteroid field. Too dangerous. We are kind of running on time, but you know what? I've never had this option at the sector jump here, so let's go ahead and explore the asteroid field. A brief exploration yields nothing of interest, so it was kind of a waste of time. Alright, we're going to jump into the next sector where the game gets a little bit harder. Now, we get to choose where we want. Do we want to go to the pirate control sector or the pirate control sector? Now, you'll see at the bottom here, we have a list of sectors: civilian, hostile, and nebula. Nebula are sort of like the wild card. You really don't know what's going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go through this hostile sector, which I predict is going to be very difficult, which will lead us into 2 civilian, possibly 3 civilian sectors if we choose to go that route. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I am still kind of a noob to this game, so I apologize if some of you guys are watching this and you guys have been playing this for a while and you notice I'm making a lot of mistakes. Yeah, feel free to comment on it, let me know what I'm making, but don't be a dick. Alright, a few Federation-friendly planets still exist in this sector, but they are constantly under attack by the pirate raids. This is a dangerous sector, so be careful. And which is what we expected, because we are in a hostile area. So let's go ahead and start exploring. We'll head down in the southern section of the sector here and see what happens. Of course, right into a fight. An upcoming completing your journey, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue your way. They want 20 scrap. But look at that hull. They have a huge hull. They have, it looks like they have shields, they have oxygen. Their weapon system is nothing to be impressed by. I'm looking at these down here. So we're going to reject the offer and they're going to fight us. No problem. Let's go ahead and fire off on their weapons bay. Our shields are better than their shields, so hopefully they won't be able to break through our shields. We have Jordy there. Let's see how Jordy's doing. Yes, Jordy is increasing his experience in the shields, so he's going to be a little bit faster as he continues on. We're taking out those weapon systems. The weapon systems have been damaged, which means that their weapons will not be as good as they were, but they're not still taken out. We want to take those weapon systems completely out. There we go. Let's take out that shield next. Well, let's take out the oxygen. No, let's take out the shield next. No, let's take out the oxygen. The oxygen will put a little bit of panic into their system. and we did a little bit of damage to the oxygen. You can see the doors opening and closing. Did you notice that they just opened up the doors to the oxygen system? So we're going to focus back in again on the weapon systems here. Now we're going to take out that oxygen one more time to kind of keep them freaked out a little bit. Kind of playing mind games with them. Mind games. All right, come on, blast laser. Let's get this up and going. Take out that oxygen. Okay, they're going to give us 5 fuel, 5 missiles, and 17 scrap. Yes, we'll take it. We'll take it. And now we're going to jump out of here. Let's continue out on the southern sector here and see what we can find. All right, another automated rebel scout. No problem. These scouts are very easy. We're going to take that weapon systems out. And yes, Jordy, keep it up, man. Keep it up. You're doing good. You're doing good, Jordy. Keep those shields up. Captain Picard is proud. Good job, Captain Picard. All right. Oh, fired off those laser systems. He did get a shot in. Took 1 damage to my hull. I'm not happy about that. We're going to keep those weapon systems offline. We're going to take those weapon systems out. Oh, my gosh. Wasn't able to take the weapon systems out, which means they are going to get them repaired by the next time they are able to fire, most likely. Or maybe not. Looks like they're still in the orange. And bam, took the weapon systems out. Let's take those shields out. Actually, let's take out the engines because we don't want them to get away. So let's take those systems out there. Waiting for that recharge. There it is. All right, his engines are now out. Let's take the shields out. Now let's just finish him off with the captain here. Oh, no, let's take that weapon system out again. He got those weapons back online. We don't want that. Now, we can actually jump if we want to, but we're not going to do that yet. We want to go ahead and get our scrap and see what we got. 1 missile, 1 drone part, 26 scrap. We're collecting those missiles. Those missiles are good to go. We're going to take over here. It's a little bit farther away, but we don't have the rebels on us quite yet. Once again, we're going to reject this offer again. They want us to pay the toll again. We will not do that. Let's go ahead and get that. Let's take down. No, we'll actually we're gonna make an upgrade on the ship. I want to get an upgrade so that we have a little bit more power. That is quite a powerful laser he just fired on me, and wasn't able to do it. So now I took out some of his weapon systems. So he has to choose. Am I going to shoot 1 big ass laser, or am I going to shoot the 2 little lasers? Because his weapon systems were taken out, or at least damaged. So he's still choosing to do the big weapon, which is not a problem because my shields are upholding that just no problem. At the top left corner, you'll see the shields there. And I have a 15% invasion chance. Taking those weapon systems out, he keeps firing off the big lasers. They are nothing to me. This is not a problem at all. Able to easily take out his damage. And let's see what else he has. That looks like it's about it. We're going to keep focusing on the weapon systems. I want to keep his weapon systems weak. As long as his weapon systems are weak, I don't have to worry about him actually breaking through my shields. But if his weapon systems are at full power, there is a chance he could break through my shields and do some hull damage. We don't want that. So let's keep this up. Going ahead, attack again. There we go. Weapon systems are completely offline for the ship there, the Rebel fighter. And we're going to finish it up by taking out his... well, no, we'll just keep attacking those weapon systems because he got them back online. Weapons are obviously very important to him. And he is easily taken out. No problem. What do we get for this? 1 missile, 1 drone part, 25 scrap. I have not really found much of a use for the drones yet because I don't have a drone bay. So let's go ahead and get our power up. Actually, let's take some of that power down. No, let's do some power, and let's see, what are we going to do here? Do we want to increase our shields, increase our weapons? Well, we are going to need an increase in our weapons for future stuff, but we also have our little subsystems that are really cool. I would like to go ahead and upgrade at least once to get 1/4 evasion, auto evasion, so that'll make us a little bit harder to hit. So we're going to hit accept on that, and we still have 49 scrap. Let's see, we could do an increase on our oxygen, increase on our engines. Yeah, I'd like to increase our engines, and we're going to actually increase our engines twice. That'll increase our invasion possibility when we were able to put a little bit more power to it. So there we go. We have full power, and now we have a 25% chance to dodge attacks, which is really nice. All right, let's head north here, see what we happen. We're trying to clear as much of this sector as possible before going on to the next sector. There's a ship with a pirate marketing orbiting on a nearby planet. You receive a hail message. Anything is possible for the right price. So they will actually, we could hire them, but unfortunately we don't have the scrap for it, so we have no need for his services at this point, and that's not a problem. Let's continue on to the next sector here. We're gonna head south. Why not? Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, 2 missiles for 4, or okay, -2 fuel for 4 missiles. That's a pretty good deal, but I'm actually not going to do it because I'm running low on fuel, and I haven't found a fuel bay yet. So let's keep that fuel going because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't want to be stranded. I have found myself stranded more often than I like to admit. Once you arrive, the screen lights up with a warning. A nearby pirate seems to be advancing hacking tools, and they have tried to shut down our engines. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational, and you move into the attack. So our engines are doing a little bit of taking a little bit of a hit there. Let's see. He doesn't seem he has shields. Okay, so his shield's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is because I've lost power on my engines, I don't like that. So let's go ahead and get our Artemis up, which is a missile. Missiles pierces all shields. So we want to get those. We want to get those engines back up. I'm really upset about that. So we need to kill this thing as soon as possible because our evasion is down. So he's more likely to hit us, though our shields are still pretty good. Okay, right there, he took out our sensors. That's not good. I'm going to send Captain Picard over there to repair the sensors there, and we're going to fire our weapons, everything at his missile bay. That did not seem to work. So let's go ahead and take out his shields. We're going to fire another missile. We don't want to waste any more time with those shields. He's doing a lot of damage to my hull right there. Let's go. The shield that he had, that temporary shield, is completely down at this point. Our sensors are back online. We need Captain Picard back to the pilot system. We're going to continue to attack on his weapons bay. There we go. We did substantial damage to his weapons bay there. So now he has to choose what kind of attack he's going to be doing. And we're gonna keep our power on that missile. And I am really mad. So let's go ahead and fire a missile on his shields. I want to try to get rid of this guy as soon as possible because he's already done a significant amount of damage to my hull. Taking that weapon system out, he is out. Hopefully we get a decent reward for this. Let's see. 1 fuel, 15 scrap. Not very good. We need a store. Okay, so we have a distress here. I'm gonna go explore it. I think that might be a mistake to explore this distress, but we're gonna do it anyways. Alright, you follow the distress beacon. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through a field. They message you with, "Help, our shields are down, and I don't know how much longer we can last. Try to shield their ship with yours and escort them out." Well, I have really good shields, so let's try that out. Okay, we did our best, but one stray rock hits the key structure in the ship. It breaks apart in front of your eyes. You salvage what you can before leaving, and try not to think about the lost crew. Oh, very unfortunate. And another thing is it sucks when you lose crew. It'd be really nice to find some more crew. Okay, we have a store down there. I would really like to go to that store. Unfortunately, because of the rebels coming up on us, we really need to get out of here as soon as possible at this point. So we're making those jumps. And, uh-oh, this is really going to be, we are barely going to make it in time to this jump. We have an asteroid field and a pirate ship. This is not good. I want to, we're going to take the power off of our Artemis. We're going to apply it to our engines to hopefully dodge a little bit more. And we're going to immediately fire on his weapon systems because the asteroids are going to be taking down his shields quite a bit. So there's a good chance that we can make it in on his weapon systems there. And there we go. The weapon systems have been damaged. We have taken hull damage. We're at 75% of our hull, and doesn't seem to be a problem. Our shields are stabilizing. Jordy, you're doing a good job. If we take a look at Jordy, he's actually almost maxed out on his skill with the shields. And how is Lieutenant Worf doing on the weapon systems? He's doing a really good job. He's keeping those weapon systems up and going. And we're going to take out that shield, and hopefully our jump drive will be ready to go. Come on, jump. Come on, jump. Come on, we can take it out. We can still take it out. There we go. Finished it off, and the asteroid nailed him. And what do we get for it? 2 fuel. The fuel is the most important thing. Oh gosh, we are really going to not make it in time. This is going to be very intense if we're going to make it before the rebels get to us. Jumping system, pirate advanced position. They all hail, prepare to fight. So they're not even giving us an option. We're going to fire up that Artemis again. Let's take it down. No. Let's keep the Artemis actually taken down, and they have a defense drone as well. Not a problem. Our weapon systems are about as equal to their weapon systems, but our shields are much better than their shields. Okay, quickly took out their weapon systems, and I don't know, they have a drone, but they don't have any drone bay. Oh no, the drone bay is at the top there. Let's take out that drone bay. That's obviously a defensive drone, so if we take out the drone bay, that drone is going to take some damage for that. So they're actually, the door just opened to their weapon system. They're going to try to repair their weapon system. And they want to give us 3 fuel, 2 missiles. We'll take it quickly. Let's jump to the exit. Let's get out of here. We got to get out of here. And okay, looks like we're fine. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to be have refitted for a transport rather than combat. It doesn't seem to want to engage you or your ship. Well, you know what? It's a rebel ship, so let's demand their goods and see what we get. They want to fight because they don't want their stuff taken. So no problem. They have a weak shield but a huge hull. So we're going to take out their weapon systems ASAP, see what we can do. And it looks like they got a drone attacking us as well. Those drones are quite powerful. So let's take out the drone first. The drone's going to be the first thing to go because even... Ooh, did some damage right there. That's okay. We took out their drone system. They're going to try to repair it, it looks like. So let's immediately take out their weapon systems. That's going to be the next thing to go here. Oh gosh, they took out the... well, we're going to keep Captain Picard on there. We don't really need the sensors at this moment, except our oxygen has gone down. So let's get Lieutenant Worf over to the oxygen bay to keep that oxygen going. We're going to take out his drone again. Let's fire up. Well, actually, no, that would be fine. Go ahead, Lieutenant Worf. Keep that oxygen system up and going. And it looks like he made a jump, so that was a huge loss right there for us because we basically we took damage, we lost missiles, we lost time. And, well, we didn't really lose time, but it still sucks, you know. So let's go ahead and get that oxygen system up, get those sensors back up and going. And it looks like everybody is actually in good health still at this point. Lieutenant Worf, get back to your weapons bay. And Captain Picard, please get to the captain's chair. And we're going to jump out of here. All right, we have no time. We basically have spent as much time in this sector as possible. It's time to get to the next sector. Do we go to the civilian or do we go to the uncharted nebula? Well... my hull's taking a lot of damage, so I really need to go to the civilian sector to get myself some repairs and whatnot. So let's head over that way. And we're gonna need power on our oxygen systems. Our oxygen is running really low, so let's take the power down from our health bay and let's put it into our oxygen system. That was actually a poor choice on my part. I don't know when I decided to get rid of the oxygen. That might have been an accident. And it looks like we have a distress, but before we distress, let's go ahead and wait for our systems to get the oxygen all up and running. Oxygen's at only 48%, so we're gonna wait for the oxygen to get by, and then we're gonna jump into the next sector. Oxygen systems are back up. Let's jump. Let's see what we got. We have a distress right over here in the civilian sector. It's actually part of the nebula at the end of the civilian sector here. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them, asking them what's wrong. Help! We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spider. Send the crew to help immediately. Giant spiders are no joke. Let's do it. Your crew boards the station, cautiously moving between corridors. Suddenly, a man-sized arachnid spider bursts from a vent into the ceiling, following by countless more. You fight your way back to the airlock, but are forced to leave before accounting all crew members. Not everybody made it back. That means we lost a crew member. We lost Captain Picard. Are you serious? All right, Geordi, I need you on the shields, or I need you on the weapons. Actually, no, Lieutenant Worf, get to the captain's chair. Geordi, you'll be continuing to take on the shields, and that's just awful. That's just awful. What an awful mess. Well, let's head towards this little bit part of a nebula so I can show you guys what that's like. It does suck. That is the luck of the game sometimes. It is a lot of luck sometimes. Alright, so they are giving us an offer of -2 fuel for drone parts 1. Yeah, I'm going to reject that. Let's jump through here, see what we can find in this nebula. Let's see, you cycle through a wideband comm channels as soon as you arrive, nothing but static, so there's nothing here. Now, here's something that you need to know about the nebula. When you go through a nebula, your sensors are actually down, so you can't see what's going on your base. Let's jump this way here, see what's out this way. You detect a automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. We're going to intervene that. And we're going to immediately attack him with our burst laser. Now, our weapon system doesn't have Lieutenant Worf there at this point, so the problem with that is that our weapon systems are actually going to fire a little bit slower now. So that's not good. Okay, he fires an ion blast. Not a problem. I should be attacking his weapon systems. His weapon systems are actually pretty good. Geordi keeping those shields up, nice and going. But we took damage to the shields because of the ion blast. We have a fire. Okay, so something you can do with a fire is if you have a fire, you can suck the oxygen out of the area. So what I'm doing is I'm opening a window from outside of the spaceship, and we're going to open all the doors where that fire is. This is going to lower the oxygen, but it's going to get rid of that fire and keep it from spreading. That is no joke. You don't want to deal with fire, and our oxygen system is down. So we're going to keep firing on that weapon system. The weapon system has taken some damage, and we have now gotten rid of the fire, so let's take that fire and close those doors, but we are losing oxygen. We are at 57% oxygen. I think we have enough time to hopefully kill this ship before we lose oxygen. His weapon systems are completely down, but his shields are still up. We are 48% oxygen with still a 25% evasion with having our Captain Picard there at the position. Or not Captain Picard, but Lieutenant Worf. Unfortunately, losing Captain Picard was a big deal because he was my main pilot, so he was able to do a lot of evasion. So our oxygen is now at 34%. I don't think I'm going to have much of a choice. We may actually end up having to run to the oxygen bay. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Jordy, please get to the oxygen bay, and we will immediately start repairing that. Oh gosh, this is looking bad. Okay, but we did take it out. Our oxygen is low. We got 1 fuel, 1 drone part, and some scrap. And because we saved those the space station, they also gave us a little bit of loot there. Quickly, we must get to the oxygen bay. When you lose oxygen, your characters start taking damage. Okay, so now we are going to wait for our oxygen systems to get back up and going. Lieutenant Worf, please hit up the chair, and Jordy, please go back to the space station. See, I always feel like I'm playing an episode of Star Trek when I'm playing this game. It's so awesome. All right, let's wait for that oxygen to go. We're going to make a jump, hopefully, to a store where we can get some repairs. It's very uncommon that you go to a sector like this and you don't find a single store, so there has to be one around. All right, oxygen systems are pretty much up and going. We're at 99%. So you may be wondering why I'm not using as many of the missiles as I should be. I like to save the missiles for when I get into like real extreme stuff. But let's jump up this way because we still have 13 fuel. I'd like to find some more fuel. All right, trade. -2 missiles for 2 drone parts. That's a big negative. Oh, finally, a store. That's what we want. We have 128 scrap to spend on this, so let's do it. Let's open up the store and see what we can find. I was hoping they would have some crew members that we could order. So actually, anti-personnel drone will seek out and attempt to destroy any intruders on board your ship. Yeah, all they have is drones. That's not good. Let's go ahead and repair everything. Let's buy some fuel. And let's see. Do we have anything to sell? No. Cloaking, that's pretty nice. Drone control. Well, let's buy drone control. Why not? And next time, when I have 50 scrap, I'll be able to actually buy a drone. Let's see, actually, no, it's not worth. Oh, we have a defense drone. Okay. And we have 10 drone parts, so this is actually not bad. All right, so now we got our character. We are nice and fueled up. And you know what? Is that all the fuel we could buy? That was all the fuel we could buy. Let's go ahead and jump. We're gonna go to this nebula, and then we'll go to the exit. So we got a little bit of time left in this sector before the rebels catch up on us. And this is a very strong, a very scary, dangerous area because now we have electrical storms on top of being in a nebula. All right. You jump into the middle of a plasma storm. Multiple recently incapacitated ships loom the shadows, briefly illuminated by lightning. So I can have my pilot carefully explore the debris. Let's do it. That's probably not the smartest thing because Lieutenant Worf is actually not very good at piloting. So actually, let's not do that. Let's avoid the risk. Wait to jump unscathed. So let's jump out of here and go straight to the exit. And we will explore around the exit a little bit maybe and see what we can't find. Long-range beacon is almost hidden within the nebula. When the FTL jars, you can jump. We will wait. We're actually going to jump ahead over here real quick. See what we can't find. We are going to reject their offer. They want 18 scrap for us to pass. That's too bad. Let's fire up those systems, get them up and going, get our shields up and running, and let's see, what can we lower because we have some damage here. Let's see, take the Artemis down, and now we have the shields at full. Go ahead and attack their weapon systems. We do have a defense drone too that we could power up, but we don't have enough power right now, so that's not going to happen. Yeah, we will wait on the defense drone for now. Actually, I'm debating. Should I take the shields down and activate the defense drone? I just don't know. He shoots down incoming missiles. Well, this guy doesn't seem to be firing a lot of missiles, and now that we took out his weapon system, he won't be firing any missiles. So now that his weapon systems are down, let's go ahead and take out his shields, and then we'll take out his engines, providing he doesn't get his weapon systems back up and running. And you know what? Since he doesn't have... we're going to attack those weapon systems while Lieutenant Worf gets back to the engine bay, or the weapons bay there, and gets those weapons up and firing quickly again. So he'll give me 7 missiles, 1 drone part, and 19 scrap. 7 missiles. That's a lot of missiles. But I really need the scrap. I really need more scrap. So let's go ahead and finish him off. So let's take out that weapon systems again. Because as long as he doesn't really have a weapon system, we don't really have to worry about evasion that much. So let's keep Lieutenant Worf there. Okay, Lieutenant Worf is doing a lot of damage. They're probably going to try to get that weapon systems up again. There it is. That they got their shields at full blast. So if this attack does it, it should kill them. And it does. There we go. One laser did manage to make it through. And we got 24 scrap and some fuel. See, we wouldn't have gotten fuel had we not jumped that way. All right, we need Lieutenant Worf to get back to the captain's chair. And you can see his captain abilities are actually getting better. Geordi is maxed out on shield. That is awesome. All right, do we explore more or do we jump out of here? Decisions. Well, let's jump this way to this part of the nebula, and then we'll make the jump and get hopefully out of here. I think this is gonna be enough time. Let's see, -3 missiles for drone parts. Nah, we don't need that. All right, let's jump back here again, and we're gonna make the jump and get out of here. We ended up just wasting fuel. That sucks. We're at the exit, and we are gonna jump out of here. This next sector, where do we go? Let's see. We got to we have hostiles and we have civilians. So Mantis control sector or the Zoltans. Zoltans are a little bit more friendly, so let's do that. The Mantis are these man-eating aliens. They're awesome, but at the same time, we don't really have much defense with only 2 of our people on board right now. So let's not waste any time. Let's keep jumping here, and we're immediately into an asteroid field. And this is when shit starts to get a lot more harder. Let's fire up we're gonna fire up the Artemis. We're gonna wait for our systems to load up, and this is really bad. We want to take out those shields. That's what we want to take out. And you'll notice that the asteroids are actually, they're doing quite a bit of damage to, well, okay, I canceled it just in time. The reason I canceled it is I didn't want to waste a missile on his shields when the asteroids were taking out his temporary shields. Okay, he took out my shield a little bit, not a problem, because we just took out parts of his weapons bay, and now we're going to take out his shields, and we're going to wait for that. We're going to actually fire another Artemis at him. There we go, doing lots of damage. We don't want him to jump. Take out those shields again. Very easy fight with the help of the missiles there. We got a little bit of fuel and scrap. Let's jump. And I actually meant to do a weapons upgrade. That's okay. Zoltan Space Station, you admire the display. Okay, really nothing big deal. Let's go to our ship. Let's go to our crew. We only have 2 people. That sucks. Let's go to our upgrades. What do we need for our upgrades? Well, let's see. Let me think about this for a second, guys. Okay, so here's what we're gonna need. I'm gonna increase my evasion, and I'm also gonna increase my power, and that should be just enough to have everything fully operational. So now we are at 50% evasion. We have a store there, but that's kind of worthless at this point. So let's jump to this nebula here, see what we can find over here. This is actually one of my longer games. I didn't actually expect it to last this long. This is one of those games where you can die from anything. Alright, so literally nothing here. That was a waste of fuel. Let's jump over here, see what we can find. Catch a glimpse of a strange signal. Prepare to fight. We have intruders, but our sensors are down. So we need these guys to fight together to find what's going on here. They're probably going after our oxygen. No, they went after our sensors. Now they're going after the drone bay. So we're going to keep an eye out. We're going to micromanage these guys. Lieutenant Worf is taking some damage. Okay, we're going to send them over to the medical bay, where they'll hopefully heal up. They're going to be doing damage. They're doing lots of damage to my ship. Not a big deal. It's all repairable. But my crew members are not repairable. Okay, so here they are. They're actually in the medical bay. That's scary. Oh gosh. They have 59 health left. They're actually, it looks like they're still doing a number on my characters. But we're being healed inside the medical bay. So this is interesting. So we're being healed while they attack us. Not a problem. That's actually going to be very easy for us. And it gets us some combat experience, which is really nice. And this is a little not very common in the civilian sectors, so it's kind of interesting. All right, so at this point, we're just going to go ahead and get our system repaired. As you can see, they're both repairing, and then we're going to head out. Alright, systems are up, but for some reason our sensors are still down, but that's okay. We're ready to make the jump. Let's head out of here. And if you look here, Jordy has actually gotten an increase on his mechanic skills, which means he'll be able to to clean up a little bit faster. Okay, I really want to use this store because I want to buy more fuel, and I'd like to buy another crew member, even though I just wasted a whole bunch of scrap. So let's do that. Let's continue exploring a little bit here. Wow, there's nothing here either. This is just bad luck at this point. We have a distress over here. Let's see what we got. And it looks like if I'm going to lose, it's probably going to happen because I'm going to lack fuel. Distress signal coming from a small space station. Satellite defense, blah, 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 blah. The fired on, destroy the defense system from a distance. And that actually did a lot of damage to us. This is really bad. Okay, we have another distress over here. Oh gosh, what a waste. I just hope we can get more fuel. Let's go down to the surface and investigate. Invite him to join my crew. He happily joins. We now have a new character. So if we go to our crew members, we can see it's Charlie, a Zoltan. Provides power to occupied systems. Maximizes health. Maximum health is reduced. So he doesn't have as much health, I guess. So what we're going to do is we want an engine guy. So let's take some of the engine power down. And when he enters the engine room, he's actually going to increase the power of the engine a little bit. So he increases it by 1. We're going to increase it by 1 more. And that's going to allow us to use our defense drone if we power down our Artemis. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, we need to get out of here. We only have 4 fuel left, so this is probably going to be near the end of our game here. Okay, we have a Zoltan civilian ship fighting off pirates. Unfortunately, the ship mistakes you on purpose and moves into attack. Unfortunately, they're going to try to attack us. And look at this, they have 2 shields and a rechargeable shield. This may be my demise. So we are going to keep the Artemis. We're going to put up our defense drone, and we're going to fire on his weapons bay. There are no asteroids coming after him. There are only my weapons. Keep those systems up. And you know what? We have auto evasion of 50%. Actually, what happens if he goes back in there? Wow, no, it's 25%. So we do need him there for evasion. So we're going to hopefully take down these systems. Keep those shields down. Jordy kicking ass over there with keeping the systems up. You'll notice that he's actually so good at the shield that he's got another little level bar of yellow going over. Oh, they did damage to our hull. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause the game. We're going to open up the air ducts there to get rid of that fire. And we're going to continue firing. We're going to fire on his weapon systems. We're going to close that, let oxygen get back into the system there. And it looks like our drone really isn't securing much, because I thought that we would have more missiles incoming, and it looks like he's only firing lasers. So what we're going to do is we're going to lower our defense system. We're going to open up our Artemis. We're going to fire our Artemis because it pierces shields onto his shields there. And we're going to fire on his weapons bay. And Lieutenant Worf, I'd really like to have Lieutenant Worf over there, but we really need him to pilot. So there's the shields. We're going to put another missile onto that shield there. And his shields are completely offline now. So you can see they're actually, it looks like they opened up. They're trying to repair the shields, or they're trying to repair the weapons. I'm not sure, but we're going to go for the weapon systems again because he has no shields. Okay, shields are almost back online, so we're going to attack the shields again. We don't want those shields going back up. Fire, fire, fire. Kapow! Success, but we only have 4 fuel left. Hopefully we found some fuel. We found 2 fuel. Most excellent. Let's jump up this way. We're going to head back. We're almost there. We're almost there. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're going to participate in a study, and they gave us 27 scrap for participating in their study. Just one of those random event things. We're just going to allow it to happen as it is. And let's see. Let's jump. Let's jump into the next sector. The NG homeworlds. Ooh, that's where we want to go, because there's actually a ship that you can get from there. Now it says I just unlocked the NG cruiser, which is the ship that you get from when you get to the fifth sector. We're going to go ahead and get Jordy over here to repair this system here, because he's very quick at jumping at that. And it looks like we have a store over there, so we can buy repairs and hopefully buy some fuel, because our fuel is really low. Now, now that we're in a farther sector, shields on enemies are going to get a lot better. So we're going to need a lot better weapons, and we're going to need better shields ourselves. So let's jump over to the store and see what we can't find over here. Now, fuel has really got to be our ultimate thing. It looks like they got some repairs, but we're going to buy fuel first. Then we're going to buy repairs. And we're good on missiles, we're good on drone parts. I would really like to sell drone parts. Unfortunately, we can't. So let's just go ahead. We got some repairs. Let's jump. Let's see what happens. This is a civilian sector, and so that's really cool. The NG seems to have avoided the participant node. Okay, so really nothing here. Another store. That's cool, but we really don't have the scrap for it, and we are really low on fuel. Respond to the call and move into assist. Assist request. Danger present. Let's do it. You approach to find a Mantis ship. Oh gosh, Mantis ships are really nasty. Luckily, these Mantis ships do not have the ability to teleport their creatures onto my ship, because Mantises, they are very powerful little creatures. Let's load up that Artemis. The Artemis is going to fire on them as well, because we want that missile to break through that double shield there and hopefully knock their weapon systems offline. And it looks like we were not fortunate enough to do that. Good thing we got Charlie over there really busting up that, and oh, we took some damage on our doors. That's really not too big of a problem because no one seems to be breaching our ship. So we're gonna fire again at that system, and our engine bay is taking a little bit of damage. We have Charlie over there healing up the engine bay. We took down their weapon systems, so now for a time we are actually relatively safe. The only thing we need to focus on is taking out his shields, keeping him focused on his shields, and then taking out his weapons bays if he gets it back up, which it doesn't look like he's going to do. We're going to easily take out the system. Oh, there comes the weapons back up online. We want to take out that weapon before it is able to fire. We're not going to waste another missile on it. We're going to just go ahead and fire our shields and easily take them out, no problem. Firing off that burst laser, we get 2 fuel, 1 drone part, and some scrap. And because we helped somebody, we get an additional scrap. So now let's head over to that store, buy some more fuel, get ourselves nice and perked up here. Let's see. They do have some fuel, and it looks like they have some drones. I like the anti-ship, a powerful drone that continuously attacks the enemy ship. These are really, really powerful. In fact, they're so powerful, I will sell this and buy this, and I will buy fuel. That's all the fuel that they have, and we'll go ahead and do some repairs, and we're actually looking really good right now. Now, in my opinion, the next thing I need to worry about, it has to come into the form of upgrades to get this anti-ship, because right now, to get that up, I'm going to have to lower my shields, lower my engine to activate this, you see, because it requires that much more power. But we're not going to do that for now. We're going to wait for now. Let's go ahead and do our jump, and let's jump towards the exit. Hopefully get out of this sector here. And scrap 31. Okay, we found a new weapon. That's really a cool weapon too. So we actually, if anything, we could sell it. And we found a new character while we were out there. The cockpit lights up. Okay, they have double shields, and I forgot to repair my doors. Flip, I want Flip to go. What do I want Flip to do? I want him in the weapons system. And because Flip, yeah, we're going to have Flip in the engine system. Actually, we're going to have him repair that first. And, what do? Not enough power there. Let's lower our engines a little bit. And let's lower our shields a little bit. We're going to send out oh, we need an upgrade system. Oh, because our drone hasn't been upgraded enough. So we need to get that back up ASAP. That's got to go. Get that Artemis up. Fire on the weapon systems. Get that weapon system out of order. Did a little bit of damage. Good. Good. We want weapon damage done to that. Now, if we can keep firing in there, we might be able to do a little bit of damage. Go ahead and get Flip over here. Have him repair the medical bay. Really, he'd probably do better in the arms, but that's okay. Keep firing on those weapon systems. Let's go. Get over to the weapons bay, Flip. We're gonna have you to continuously get those weapon systems up a little bit faster here. And oh wow, come on, we can do this. Get that weapon system off. We are unable to fire through those shields, so let's fire a rocket into his weapon systems. Okay, the weapon system's out. He's going to give us 8 missiles, 2 drone parts, and 30 scrap. That's pretty good. So let's go to our system here, and let's upgrade. Let's see, what do we want to upgrade? We want to upgrade our drone, but you'll notice, let's see, we need to upgrade that by 2. That'll work, so now we can activate our anti-ship, which is really nice. Let's do a jump. Let's go to this distress over here because it's nearby the exit anyhow. Let's see what they need. What's the matter over here? A ship without life forms within a nearby defense asteroid field is giving off a distress call. Shall we investigate? It could be dangerous. Search the ship. Search the ship. 2 fuel, 1 missile, 40 scrap. Very nice. And with that upgrade, we're going to increase our power. Yeah, that'll work. So now we have 3 powers. So now all we have to do is lower our engines a little bit to activate the anti-ship 2. Let's go down to this unvisited location. See what we can't find down here. Looks like we found a Mantis fighter. Now here is what is scary, guys, and you guys are getting ready to see this. This is terrifying to me. This is a very terrifying ship. You see this teleporter down here at the bottom part of the ship, the bow or the aft of the ship. That is very scary because the Mantis are going to board my ship immediately. I have no choice but to fire, and hopefully what's going to happen, there they are. They portaled on, so we need everyone over there fighting these Mantis because we don't want to lose any of our crew to that. They also have a really good shield, so we're gonna fire on and hopefully do some damage there. Jordy's taking some damage. We're gonna get him to medical bay here soon. We took out their weapon systems a little bit. Jordy, you're taking damage. Please get over to the medical systems. Lieutenant Worf will fight him with his Klingon might. Get him, Lieutenant Worf. Yeah. All right, Lieutenant Worf, you need to get out of here too because you're actually taking damage. Jordy, get back into the fight. You guys continue firing on that weapon system. The weapon systems is taking damage, so he won't be able to do too much damage. But they did do some damage over there to my my drone ability there. So okay, so now that we got rid of the threat, let's get everybody back in place. Lieutenant Worf to the captain's chair. Charlie, you're gonna head over to the weapon systems. Flip, weapon systems. Charlie, engines. Jordy, shields, and they will continue on their way. And we're gonna keep firing on those weapon systems and keeping those weapon systems weak. It is a slow, monotonous place. We have an ion blaster too that we could also load up if we wanted to. I'm not really going to do that. We really don't want to do that yet because I haven't really explored it. Our oxygen system is down, but it's slowly going down. We're going to not worry about that quite yet. We're going to worry mostly about hopefully getting some damage. And wow, this is just not working. Let's fire an Artemis there. And you know what? Let's go ahead and get the oxygen systems up and running again. Charlie's going to be repairing those. Flip would actually do a better job at that, so let's get Flip over there because Flip is an NG and they're better naturally at repairing. So we want him to go ahead and get over there. Good job, and there we go. Let's see, Charlie is actually supposed to be, yeah, there. Good, Charlie. Keep firing. Put another Artemis. We'll put that on the shield there. We want to damage their shields a little bit. There we go. Now his shields are down. He's only at half shields, which will mean that my lasers can easily get through this with no problems. Okay, very well. 4 fuel, 86 scrap, not bad. Let's continue on. Let's see, what should we need to get everything up and running. So let's go ahead and let's get Jordy over here repairing that. We'll get, let's see, who's good at repairing here? We'll go ahead and get him repairing this. And then I want to get him back into my weapons bay, and then we'll continue out from there. Oh, there's a distress. Well, do we try to get it? Or do we just run for it? Let's do it. I might be able to help him. Let's see what happens here. A distress signal. Okay, rebel fighter. Let's go ahead and fight this rebel fighter. Ion blast. A single blast that does 1 ion damage. Recharges very quickly. It can hit and disable shields. So that's actually really cool. So let's power down this. Let's power up our anti-drone. Let's get our ion blast. Actually, that's not going to happen. So we'll just do burst laser. So there goes my attack drone. You can see I'm attacking right there. They also have an attack drone, so let's go ahead and take out their attack drone's ability there, hopefully breaking through that shield. And there we go. We were able to slow down his drone a little bit. We're still doing a little bit of damage, keeping that attack drone attacking his ship as our anti-ship is going over there. And there we go. We are taking out his drone. His drone's almost fully out, which means we're going to have to go after his shields next, hopefully. Let's go for those shields. If we can go for those shields, our attack drone will continuously attack his shields, keeping them low. So that's good. So let's get those shields down. And uh-oh, he took out our oxygen. Let's get our engine guy over there, repairing that. There, his shields are almost completely out at this point. We took out his pilot, so he's not going to be able to evade as often or as fast either. His weapon systems, he's trying to get those weapon systems, or he's trying to get that drone back up, which he did, sorta. It looks like they're going back. Oh, they got those shields back up. That's okay. We got my attack drone continuously keeping their shields a little bit lower. And uh-oh, we have a fire. Wow, in the midst of everything, I wasn't paying attention. We need to get him out of there. Get him out of there. He has to survive that. And while that's happening, we're gonna get our oxygen. We're gonna lose some oxygen in doing this, but we're gonna try to get rid of that fire. And we managed to beat them. So we got some missiles, drum parts, and scrap. And the NG vessel turns out to be very poorly equipped, barely runabout really. Let's see. 40 scrap, 2 missiles, and 2 fuel. Let's see, 2 missiles, 2 fuel. I don't want to give them any fuel. We'll give them some scrap. And yeah, there we go. So we have a fire here, and hopefully we're going to be able to get rid of that fire. It looks like that's not going to be too big of a problem. There it goes. It's out. So now we need to get someone over there repairing the oxygen systems ASAP, while he gets himself healed up and repairing the medical bay here. So good job, Jordy. Let's jump to the next sector and hop out. Oh my God. Now you guys just missed it. I just lost Jordy. I just lost Jordy because he was in a room that had a lack of oxygen while he was repairing it. Now, quick reaction, I could have got him out of there. Unfortunately, I made a huge mistake, and that just sucks. That really sucks. Damn. Well, Jordy, you will be missed. And, you know, do we continue on? Will we make it? I just don't think so, guys. We're not going to head to that lower distress. We're not going to start heading towards that exit because we are running low on time with the rebel forces right there. And right off the bat, another attack. Are you serious? We lost our shield guy, but we have evasions. So what do we do? Okay, we have intruders. Intruders. We need to quickly get these guys over here and fighting. We're watching that attack, loading up our weapon system still, and we're going to fire on his shields. We're going to try to break through those shields. We're looking at our characters, keeping their hit points, making sure that their hit points are not getting too bad. Of course, they're actually fighting a somewhat experienced crew. And oh goodness, goodness, goodness. Yes, we will accept your offer. They're going to give us fuel and parts. Let's just accept it so that we don't have to take any more damage to our hull and hopefully get these repairs going and get out of here. Let's see. We need, Lieutenant Worf, you need to heal up and get back to the captain's chair. Flip, you're going to be heading back over to the, well, where are you, Flip? What are you good at, Flip? You're worthless. Get to the shields. Charlie, hit up the weapons. Lieutenant Worf, you'll be going back to the captain's chair, and we're going to make a jump out of here. Let's get going. All right. We got a little bit of fuel for just random event. Let's get to the next sector. And it looks like we go to the Rogue Control Sector, which looks like it's hostile. So this is looking like it might be it. But before we do that, before we go any farther, let's work on our ship upgrades. We're going to need better weapon systems. We're going to need better shields. And we have 136 to spend. We have currently, let's see, we have a ship system repair. Not really need that. Let me think about what we need, and I'll catch up with you guys in just a second. All right, I figured it out. I would like an increase in my weapon systems. This is going to allow me to get rid of my Artemis, but activate the Ion Blast 2. I also need, let's see, I need 45 for my weapon system, or no, I need 75 for the next weapon system upgrade. Let's add one more power. Can't go wrong with power. And we will hold off after that. Let's jump. Distress over here. Let's head it. This is a hostile area. We can expect a lot of fights. All right, search the ship. And wow, we took a lot of damage when we searched that ship. Let's jump again. See what happens. Let's go down to the surface and investigate. Bring him back to your ship in hopes of finding some help for him. He did not survive the trip. So we had a chance at a crew member. Unfortunately, we didn't get him. Let's head south, though there is really no south in space. You arrive and detect the signal of battle. A few ships are taking passes at each other. You decide it's best to stay out of it. Okay, let's head this way. 9 fuel left, 24 missiles, and into an asteroid field. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Huh. Alright. Your shields are being taxed and affected by the debris of the asteroid field as you weave your registered teleport signals. Let's do it. Let's prepare to be boarded here. Everybody fight. This is going to be a hell of a fight. We want to fire on his shields, actually. Let's turn down the Artemis, turn up the Ion Blast. All right, everybody's taking a little bit of damage. That's okay. Charlie, get back to, what is it you're good at? The engines. Actually, get that oxygen system back up. Lieutenant Worf, Flip, you need to heal. Oh, gosh. Get those, we got to take them out. Come on, take them out. Let's get our system drone up. Let's take the system drone up. Well, oh no, we need I wanted that anti-ship. Okay, let's get that evasion up. We need lots of evasion. Flip, what are you good at? Weapons, that's right. Because our weapon system is down and we died! No! Alright, well, that was actually my best score, and that was on a live recording, guys. I had no expectations to play with you guys and get this far. So hopefully with the new NG ship, I will actually be able to get a little bit farther and hopefully find some more ships and even progress even farther. So this is Faster Than Light. This is a newbie gameplay, so I'm obviously going to get better as I get better ships, better upgrades, stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Let me know. Thumb up the video to let me know if you're enjoying my content and if you'd like to see more Faster Than Light. And I will see you guys around. This is Sherlog. Bye.